All right. Time to do some laundry. I once had someone at work say, well, if you're on restricted duties and can't reach during these bathroom assists, how are you doing your laundry at home? To be honest, I was offended at the time. I was not in a very good place at the time. So when you're in not a good state mentally, everything is filtered through a negative lens. The things that are truly negative, because there definitely are things that are truly negative that people will say and do when you're on restrictions or can't do your normal work duties, but also the well-meaning in between. So this person would have been well-meaning, just curious, but because I was in so much pain and suffering emotionally and mentally, it was framed through a negative lens. So now I can be a little bit more objective. I understand that she was curious and trying to understand, how am I living at home if I can't reach forward and do tasks at work? Why, like, that didn't make sense to her. Somebody without an injury that hasn't experienced something like this, it's not going to make sense. So I'm going to go through it, and basically it's timing and pacing. So there we go, there's my washing machine, my basket is not too heavy. I can put myself in the position that I need to. I can set this up myself. This was a little too close. I had it moved back a couple more inches to give me a bit more space. That kind of thing is a bit hard to that kind of thing's a bit harder to do at work. Anyway, so I'm going to get down low, get down as close as I can reach, and I'll also note that it's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I've had time to wake up, I've had time for my shoulders to warm up. I've decided to do this on a day when I'm feeling okay. I can decide what time and what day I do my laundry, because quite frankly, if I'm too tired or too sore to do it, it's my laundry. I can just wear something else, so I don't get to wear my favorite clothes. That's okay, you know. So yeah, that's how it goes. It's timing and a choice of time. So I get to choose when I do my laundry, how I do my laundry, how long I do my laundry for, and if I decided partway through that it was sore, I could just leave it like that and come back in a few hours. I could go take a nap. At work, you can't do that. You're under time pressure. You have to do it now. It has to be done quick. You're relying on other staff, and you might have other staff that are willing to go slower with you, and you might have other staff that want to go faster. And so there's a whole range of factors at work that I don't have control of. At home, I have a lot of control. So that's probably enough for that load. This is on a high shelf, that's a bit too high, but I can go slow. There we go. I'd like to get this shelf reorganized, but then, you know, I'd either have to do it or pay to have it done. And I'm not in the position to do either of those things. I've got my laundry powder. Set. I'll come back later. All right. Time to take the washing out. It's going to be heavier now, so I just have to make sure I watch my reach and my angles. A little bit awkward. Be nice if this wall wasn't here, but we've got to work with what we got, don't we? Alright, I'm going to get down here so I'm not hunched over with my back. I can only really kneel on this neck. There we go. Get closer. Closer. Oh. Got it all. Yep. Alright. Here it gets tricky. I'll show you why it gets tricky. Because my tumble dryer's up here. I'd like to move it, but then I'd have to move it and I can't move it. So I'd like to have a step stool, but I'm going to use a chair. Alrighty. Oh, there's the filter. Alright, this one's important because if you can hear me over the tumble dryer, at home, standing on a chair for me is safer than reaching upwards with laundry, because that's quite hurtful and damaging. And if I did it the other way, you'd see me swear. At work, I cannot just stand on a chair because that's considered unsafe, and we don't always have ladders around. Not that I just don't do overhead tasks at work. But anyway, that's the difference between why I can do some things at home and I might not be able to do a similar thing at work. So I hope you like that weird demonstration, and see you next time. Sometime later. Alright, time to take the laundry out of it. Whoops. Time to take the laundry out of the dryer now. I am a bit tired at this point in the day, but the good thing about doing things at home is that you can really slow them down if you're getting tired. So at work, you would still be having to go quite fast, but I can simply recognize the fact that I can't go fast at this point. My arms are already quite sore from other things I've done today. Tired, and I just got to take it easy. There's no odd socks left in there. What's that?